Oh no, it's Mark! Hey, what's up guys? It is Mark Yoon and I'm bringing you another video today. Today we're going to be talking about some news from Dragon Ball Super. I have the article right here, so I have to look down. I'm sorry, I apologize. I will have a link to the full article in the description box below. So if you want any additional information, then go ahead and click on that. So if you saw from the title of the video, this discussion today is going to be about the future of Dragon Ball Super according to the producers and the creators. So, and how long the Tournament of Power is going to be going on. So according to this article, the Tournament of Power officially started on July 1st. That's my birthday month, with episode 97 of Dragon Ball Super. In Dragon Ball Time, the Tournament of Power was set to last 48 minutes, as we all know. 16 episodes later is where we're at now. Well, last week it was 113, and there's still 22 minutes left of time in the Dragon Ball Tournament of Power. So we all know that, but there was a Mission Tokyo, which is a Spanish anime website, had just conducted an interview with Kimitoshi Chikoya, which is the director of Dragon Ball Super, and Hiroyuki Sakurada, which is the current producer of Dragon Ball Super. This conversation took place at the Salon del Manga convention in Barcelona, Spain. They talked a lot about Dragon Ball Super and a lot about the future of Dragon Ball, which is the most exciting part to me that I want to get to. But so Dragon Ball Super's Tournament of Power is set to last and run through March. So you know that's 4 months away, but so we're gonna be getting about, I think, like, what did I say, like 16 more episodes, like at least 15, because obviously like 1 a week and 4. So there have been rumors that like the series is coming to an end at a Universe Survival Tournament, and according to the two producers, they said that's absolutely not true. According to, now I'm going to quote directly, according to Sakurada-san and Chico-san, the Universal Survival Tournament is just heating up. So, okay, it's getting into its run prime. And then Akira Troriyama said that like he wanted to have something in mind for to continue Dragon Ball Super story, but they said that he's not being too clear about what that actually is going to entail. Obviously, we all know that Dragon Ball Super is covering the 10-year time skip between the death of Majin Buu, Kid Buu, and the World's Martial Arts Tournament. I think it's the 23rd? No, 28th. I'm sorry. Well, 23rd must have been like Dragon Ball. You know, the one where he flies off with Oob at the end and starts to train him, that leads into GT. It says, the article continues to say, although it seems like Dragon Ball Super is appropriately connecting the points in that 10-year time gap, Sakurada-san and Chico-san said that it's not been decided if the end of Dragon Ball Super will connect with the end of Dragon Ball Z, as Toriyama-sensei has not decided on Super's end yet. So that's important information right there. I'm actually going to put this part on the screen so you guys can read it with me. It says that Toriyama has not decided on Super's end yet. So that means that nobody knows what's going to happen with the end of Super. This is a little bit troubling because there's like, you know, people like Oda who like already had One Piece pretty much figured out the end of it anyway, a long time ago. Like you can lead up to a point that you know you're getting to. Excuse me. A lot of people like speculate. The process for this stuff happens extremely fast. It doesn't take months. Like they get this stuff done in like a week, maybe a few days. So hopefully it'll be good. But I mean, I'm not gonna get my hopes up. But we pretty much don't know yet if it's going to retcon the end of Z as we know it. Which at that point, which I already consider Super an alternate timeline anyway, just based on the whole time skip log of we had 10 years of peace after Majin Buu was defeated. So I've always considered Super an alternate timeline. I wrote a huge blog about it a while back. I know that there's some contention with that, and some people don't agree with me. That's completely fine. I'm always open for Discord when it comes to stuff like that. Anyway, the article finishes by saying that more announcements related to Dragon Ball Super are expected later this year, so stay tuned to Saint Island for more. Obviously I got this from Saint Island. I find Saint Island pretty resourceful and reliable. So, yeah. So anyway, I'm going to have a link to the full article, and this is before, in a link in the description box. But now, let's get to the fun stuff, the nitty-gritty, the speculation. Let's see. I would be fine either way if it ended with Z, or if it didn't and it rewrote it and we confirmed that this is kind of like a different timeline. I mean, Trunks has like messed with the timeline so much and so often, and now, not to mention the fact with Black and Zamasu, that it's anybody's call at this point. And everyone's got their fan theories, hypotheses rather, because they're unfounded. I don't like to jump to too many conclusions. It's fun to speculate as long as we're clear that it's pure speculation. I think that if it opens the kind of like mind gap that like GT is plausibly a continuation of Z, like canonically, I can be on board with that as a GT fan, especially like as long as I can like warp my mind canon around the fact that Super actually leads into GT. I'd be fine with that. I don't know how much more we can expect to sap out of this Tournament of Power, though. Like, I know a lot of stuff has happened, a lot of stuff's gone down, and I'm not on the fence with people that, like, hate Caulifla and Kale. I'm not too big a fan of Kale. Like, I prefer her when she's just, like, a normal Super Saiyan as opposed to Berserker mode or a controlled Berserker mode. But Caulifla being the, in my opinion, the Universe 6 version of Goku, I like her. Like, I like her a lot. I like her way more than Kaba. I like her way more than Kale. And I think she's one of the more interesting characters in Dragon Ball Super at this point. Next to Hit and there's a few others. Like, as long as it's not my most hated character, in it, which is Ribrianne, with big shocker, right? Everyone freaking hates Ribrianne. I don't know why they even have her lasting this long. She should have got KO'd a long time ago. But it's interesting what this article foretells, how Super is, like, Akira Troriyama has ideas of what's going to be happening in the next arc. So we'll see how him and Toyotaro like line up with the manga and the anime, and we'll see what direction it goes into. It's gonna be interesting if like Toyotaro like sticks with the Dragon Ball Z ending, and Toy actually veers off and away from that. That would be really interesting to see. I mean, like, mentioning canon in Dragon Ball at this point is completely useless. It's an effort in futility, because there's so many different timelines, there's so many different variations, and like according to the actual definition of canon or canonical, like it's the original works by the original creator, which would only include up until the Buu Saga, which, I mean, even in Dragon Ball Z, there was a lot of people that had their hands in the money pot. Toei changed a lot of things in the anime. Akira Toriyama had a lot of editors that he had to work with, and a lot of producers, and he also had assistants, like the famous story of how Super Saiyan was created. So it's going to be interesting, definitely, to see what's going on and what's happening. I'm trying to avoid spoilers at this point. So I will like watch other YouTubers' videos after I actually watch the episode that airs, like especially the episode spoilers and stuff, because I found out that when I was reading into the spoilers and searching for information, it wasn't as impactful for me as it was like when I watched Dragon Ball growing up. Because I watched being a dead horse, I've told you this 1,000 times, but I actually got my tapes from Japan and I started watching Dragon Ball in 1988. So like I've seen Dragon Ball like as it aired. Pretty much, like, the month that it came out, I would get a VHS tape and it would have the 4 weeks of episodes on that VHS tape. So, I mean, they were fan subbed, but I didn't know what was going to happen and it made it more impactful for me as a whole, as a fan. So I was always like wanting to know what was going to happen next, and wanting to know what's going to happen more. Like, it was a shock when like Ichigo turned the Majin, etc. Whatever. That's a video for another day. So thanks for watching the video today, guys. I hope you found this news insightful, or at least a little bit helpful. Again, the link will be in my description box of the full article that you can go follow it yourself. And I'd also like to thank St. Island for providing the article itself, and the convention and the interview that happened and took place to give us this information. So if you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them in the description box below. I'm sorry my eyes are shifting constantly in this video because I'm like looking at the article like right in front of me, and my cat likes to decide to take shits like right when I'm recording YouTube videos, and I'm not going to edit that out because shame on him. So anyway, that's going to be everything for today, guys. I really appreciate you sticking with me. Please drop a like if you want, share, especially comment. I really want to get like to know a lot of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Like, I'd love to talk to you about it here or Twitter. You can follow me, Deviant Art. And that's going to be it for today, guys. That's probably the third time I've said it, so I will see you guys later. Peace out, and as always, stay powered up.